Why don't you get us started on what's going on with Starlink in the industry?
Yeah, I mean, Starlink sparked my interest whenever I saw the 13 satellites flying across me at 35,000 feet a year ago. I thought it was a UFO. I said, "What is that?" And so,
Last night to me, I
Did you
saw
see
an
us
entire
training?
thing. Yeah, dude, we were so tweaked out because it was like 4 a.m. and we just see literally 20 Starlinks. It looked like aliens were coming to invade us, like you said.
yeah, I mean, it was crazy. So, I mean, that just really caught my interest. So, I started doing a little bit of research on it. And United Airlines is the big player in Starlink right now in the aviation side of things. United plans to install Starlink Wi-Fi on 40 planes per month and complete the fleet of more than 300 regional jets by the end of this year. So everybody's going to be able to have Wi-Fi on the aircraft. No more airplane mode. I thought that was fascinating. They're planning on Starlink and Elon Musk are planning on having 10,000 aircraft configured for Starlink by 2034. So we're talking,
That's crazy.
10 years from now. And I was thinking to myself, we all started somewhere where we didn't all start flying big jets, right? So we were always in 172s and 421s, and we always had the Stratus device, and that had ADS-B in and ADS-B out. But now you can just link up your iPad or personal device to Starlink, and you'll be able to have traffic. You'll be able to have current weather, current forecast for the airplane of intended landing. So, I mean, to me, it's just fascinating. And they also use it for many other reasons. I remember whenever the hurricanes came and hit North and South Carolina, Elon Musk, they had no Wi-Fi. It just decimated the entire that side of the state, and they were able to park those Starlink satellites right over the top of those affected cities, and boom, immediate Wi-Fi, immediate connection
Mm-hmm.
to the outside world. With
Mm-hmm.
it now crossing into aviation the way it is, I thought it was important to at least mention, because now you're going to start seeing Starlink options on your commercial flights.
Do you think that affects us as pilots in terms of like capabilities of onboard weather at this point? Like, what kind of tools do you think high speed internet like that creates for us
Right,
in
yeah,
the sky?
that's what I mentioned. Now you're going to have current weather, you're going to have traffic, and whenever you get up to 10,000 feet, you lose service on your personal device. Now you can link up your personal device to Starlink, and you have to-date weather, to the minute, to the second weather. You can see it changing. You can put on the radar and see which way it's trending. I mean, it is a fantastic tool that I think is going to really contribute a lot to safety and also convenience for passengers.
Well, and that's a big point because right now you look at these big domes on the top of these airplanes. I've always wondered how much they weigh, the Wi-Fi, the internet receiver domes. You know,
Hundreds of pounds, right?
yeah, right? That's pounds, money. Starlink, I don't know if they have to put some kind of dome on top to receive it, or they just can directly get it from the satellites in the airplane, from your phone.
So my friend, he flies a 421, and it's like a little Stratus device, about a
Okay.
6 by 2 inch device that he just puts on his on the windscreen, and he hooks up directly to it. Now, I'm not saying that's how it's going to be for the regional jets,
Right,
but it's
right.
very similar. It's very similar. They have a plan that's similar to Stratus. For those who don't know what a Stratus is, it's a Wi-Fi compatible device that you can link up your iPad or your cell phone to, and it's aviation related, and you can get traffic and real time weather through Stratus, even though you don't have a cell phone signal.
Brock is saying that they weigh approximately 110 to 330 pounds for an Airbus 320 series for the
So,
domes.
I mean, that's a ton of weight for them to save, because they're all about saving weight. Yeah, if you can eliminate the
Think about how
dome.
many people would buy an airline ticket on your airline to have
Tons.
free Wi-Fi.
This is where United was freaking genius in being the first one to the game on it.
United is the first one to the
Yeah,
ball.
dude. I've been very impressed with United's moves this year in the past couple of years.
Totally.
They are really making the right moves to become the next industry leader. And mark my words, man, they're gonna overtake Delta as number one real soon. Kirby has been on it, like he's thinking ahead.
Can I just say something really quick about the
No,
what one thing that I think a lot of us forget about is that the people that buy first class seats, or even anyone in economy, even on United, imagine going from San Francisco to Newark on if you didn't have Wi-Fi. That's about 5.5 hours of lost productivity for someone in business versus them being able to have full Wi-Fi, lightning speeds, being able to do whatever they need, listen in on calls. Maybe they have to be muted, but they could actually be attending meetings and actually continue working. That's thousands of dollars of cost savings for an actual company for that as well. So I think when it comes to, entertainment wise, it's great because you can watch 4K everything at that point, but the actual business standpoint is there too. Did you guys see the Polaris updates that they're doing that just got released? Polaris is United's first class seating.
Oh,
So they're releasing. So they just released a new first class that's going to be coming out on specific international routes, and it's like basically an entire. I don't know how they call it, like a little apartment, basically. So it's pretty cool. So they're making, like you said, Scott, like they are not stopping. They are continuing to make really big improvements in every facet of their business. So
and I
they're going to
did think it
continue to
was
win.
interesting that United is trying this out with their regional first,
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, before you roll it on to your flagship carrier, which is United, it has to be perfect. So, I mean, these guys are genius by rolling it into the regional jets first for almost a
Brilliant.
trial. Yeah.
Brilliant. And because it's so lightweight, probably comparatively, that's the number one thing. Like I commute on Delta a lot, and if I get on the SkyWest plane or something, they don't have the free Wi-Fi. Or even the older Delta jets that are still in the fleet, they don't have. Well, I think Delta might have eliminated that, but probably not. But yeah, if I can get on a regional jet and get my free Wi-Fi, if I'm doing some work for the podcast or whatever when I'm commuting, it's so nice. It's a game changer.
Yeah.
It makes you rather want to be on their airplane.
do you
Let's
want
see
to show
here.
this real quick, Scott? This
Sure, yeah.
article just showing the images.
Oops.
It's pretty cool.
And I'm not saying that Starlink is cheap. I mean, you can go onto the internet right now, and instead of having home Wi-Fi, you can have Starlink at your house. It's a little bit more expensive than the typical $69.99 or
Not
$79.99.
not much though, dude.
About
Because
$130.
yeah, it's 100 to 130, but the speed's actually a lot faster than most home internet speeds, and it's pretty incredible. I have a bunch of friends that live in rural areas, and they have um,
Keep going
Starlink.
down. It'll be down there.
Is it further down? Okay.
Yeah.
But my friends, okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's pretty
Wow,
nice,
look at
man.
that.
Nice little
Yeah,
pod in
dude.
there. You get your feet down in the bottom here, and it probably ends up lay flat.
Yeah, totally. And then go down a little bit farther and you can see what the two configuration looks like.
Oh, there you go.
Look
Oh, and
at
it's got a
that.
slider in the middle. Yeah, that's like something you would see on, Emirates or some foreign carrier.
I can even
27
see a
inch
couple
4K
honeymooners
screens.
right there.
Look at that, man. I know that American too was going to start doing pod seating with our suite, quote unquote suites.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. That's pretty nice.
I'm going to give y'all an over-under on how much that seat cost.
What, to produce or to
Like,
buy?
or to
20.
like, you mean like as a passenger to sit in
Yeah,
that
like
seat?
if you were to buy that ticket with the club seating, do you think it's over or under $3,000?
Over
Oh yeah,
100%.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So like I know
It's
on
probably 7,000.
yeah, I know on
Woo!
Emirates it's about 10. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
people are obviously buying them if they're going to put them in the jets. I mean,
They
that seems
are. Yeah, that's where
crazy
they
to me.
make all their money. Like on like a 380 or something, let's say 10 people buy that seat, that pays for the whole flight, I think. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I know first class is about, it pays for about 30% of United's cabin. So
Wow.
30% of all the revenue taken is in the first 10 seats,
yeah. Substantial,
which is
bro.
insane.
Yeah.
So the money's there. Everyone's investing in it. They see it as going to continue to happen. And like we said, Scott, the macroeconomics that have changed, the rich got very rich
Mm-hmm.
and the middle
Yeah.
class shrunk significantly. So the money is there for the ultra wealthy to go and buy those seats and for you to sign up with their credit cards, for you to be able to redeem your points on one of those. That is their value proposition, which is a damn good one.
Mm-hmm.
So